Hello everybody, welcome to race number 16 of the 2013 Dascar Phillips Nationwide Series Season 4 here at the Daytona International Speedway, the Pepsi Max 300 here at Daytona. A very special race and a tribute race. We'll get to that in just a second. Right now, we got your starting grid. And on the pole is Joshua Michaels in the 26. To his outside is John Cittadino. We're ready to go green here in the Pepsi Max 300 in memory of the victims of Super Typhoon Nayan in the Philippines. Our hearts and prayers certainly go out to the victims of that Super Typhoon and all that have lost their lives and lost everything they had. We're thinking about you here in the States. Pace car's ready to pull off. As they come into the tri-oval, pace car pulls in. And it will be Joshua Michaels leading him down to the start of the Pepsi Max 300 here at Daytona. We are green flag racing at Daytona. Joshua Michaels and John Cittadino side by side as they go to turn 1. And we are certainly racing in honor of the victims of Super Typhoon Nayan over in the Philippines. Loved ones were lost. Death tolls is to be in the thousands and counting. So we are certainly racing in memory of the victims of Super Typhoon Nayan. Loved ones were lost and everything lost in the Philippines. So we're thinking about them here at Daytona. John Cittadino into turn 3 had Robert Piet right behind him. And Robert Piet gets a good run off turn number 4. But coming up for turn number 4, it'll be the 88 of John Cittadino leading him down to the line. And John Cittadino will get 5 points. Championship hunt still alive here. And we have a history-making moment here in the Nationwide Series, ladies and gentlemen. There is a 4-way tie for the point lead. A 4-way tie for the point lead here in the Nationwide Series. A lot is at stake with just 4 races to go before the chase cutoff at the Richmond International Raceway Sona course. On board looking at Joseph Inesto. There's Chris Washer in the 20 and a gray car 38. Joshua Michaels working the nose back in there. And going back to the victims of the Super Typhoon. Here in Los Angeles, the largest Filipino region in the city of LA. LA has the biggest Filipino population in the country, and a lot of the Filipino people here in LA are certainly thinking about their loved ones over in the Philippines, and we are too, racing in honor of them here in the Dascar community, Dascar Phillips Nationwide Series. Tribute all around for the victims. Robert Piet and John Cittadino, a 2-car breakaway up front. Chris Washer trying to get some help from his teammate Anna Gregg in the 38 as they come off turn number 4. Debbie Myers 3 wide, trying to go down low. There's Alex Smith in the 11. We didn't see him at all in our last race at Texas Motor Speedway. Anna Gregg trying to suck up to the back bumper of a Chris Washer. 2 cars off the pace. Most likely we'll have a lot of traffic before the race is over. Might not. Lap 4 of 20. Down the backstretch they go. 3 wide Hornet's Nest back there. Let's see. Alex Smith in 7th. On board with him. Looking back at Devin Whitten in the LSU Tigers Monte Carlo. Oddly enough, last night, if you were tuning in to LSU and Alabama just rolled right over LSU. 45, I forgot the score, but Alabama just continuing to roll. They are undefeated, 9-0. John Cittadino has some company now. Chris Washer in the 20. Alex Smith pushing his teammate Anna Gregg down to the low side to 2nd. Devin Whitten is there as well. Here comes Joshua Michaels back on the front runners. And Devin Whitten from the onboard. I don't really know if he's an LSU fan. If he is, he's pretty disappointed about last night. And I would be too, but I'm not an LSU fan. Joshua Michaels giving Zachary Robinson the push. Zachary Robinson, he was in danger of losing his ride if he didn't comment. And please, ladies and gentlemen, remember to comment on these races to keep your rides. A lot of people have failed to comment, so if you want to keep your rides and keep the series alive, please comment on these races. And Greg getting help from Devin Whitson as they go off into turn number 2. Off turn number 2, now they're going down the back straightaway. Zachary Robinson has a pretty good run push from Joshua Michaels. You're on. Well, now you're on board with him. You're on board with Zachary Robinson. He knows how to win here at Daytona. He won in season 1 in the season opener. There's Chris Washer giving the push to his teammate Joshua Michaels. Drew Austin, he is your season opener Daytona 300 champion from this season. He got the win to kick off season 4. Whitson getting passed by Joshua Michaels here, about 7 of 20. So it's almost getting down to crunch time here at Daytona. And Greg about a car length behind of John Cittadino in car 88. Still searching a win is that 88 car of John Cittadino. Can it happen tonight here at the World Center of Racing? We will find out. Lap 7 of 20. Chris Washer going underneath his teammate Anna Gregg. Joseph Ernesto has an unsponsored car right in front of him. And let's see, poking the nose to the inside is Joseph Ernesto. Give third to the 62 TND Chevy SS, the TomTom International Touring Series president of Joseph Ernesto. And Joseph Ernesto released the Watkins Glen TomTom International Touring Series race a couple weeks ago. Check that out. That was a dandy, a real dandy. A couple cautions. I think a couple cautions, but that was a really fun race. Sona, of course, won that one. Then she went on to win at M&M's in the Nationwide Series. So far, so good. Lap 8 of 20. Here comes Chris Wadrick. Nope, thought about it. Now he'll get kicked up to the outside by Joseph Ernesto here in car 62. Now we got the duo. Not so good of a duo here. Joseph Ernesto and John Cittadino, they have history. Remember back in the All-Star race last season, they were about ready to throw some punches on the racetrack in the post-race. After the All-Star race last season, Joseph Ernesto, I think, got in the way of John Cittadino. Yeah, that was the case, and they were about ready to throw some punches out on the racetrack, but they settled it on the racetrack at Dascar Motorsports Park. And to see Joseph Ernesto, is he going to have a clean run to the finish with John Cittadino right in front of him, and Zachary Robinson right behind him. Joseph Ernesto knows how to get it done on super speedways. John Cittadino, he knows how to get it done on super speedways. He's been hanging tough on super speedways here in the Nationwide Series. Daytona in the season opener, Talladega, M&M's, Zen Joltis, and back here at Daytona for the last super speedway race of the regular season. Joseph Ernesto is going to have pressure here from Zachary Robinson. Now he's not. They're side by side. That's what Joseph Ernesto definitely wants to see. These guys side by side. So that'll allow Joseph Ernesto to suck up to John Cittadino's back bumper. Maybe try to run him down here with 10 laps to go. 10 to go. It's still John Cittadino in that 88, still leading the race. Wants to get this win and keep his championship hopes alive. And a Gray caught up on the outside 3 wide to go to turn 1 and 2. There's a 29. That's Kenny Bale. Back in the series. Enrage Media Group is back in the Nationwide Series, and we are certainly glad to see them back in nationwide competition after they were kicked out of the series after unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the race at Spa earlier this season. Andrew Johnson giving the push to Joseph Ernesto to come off turn number 4. Andrew Johnson going to go to the inside. Robert Piet, he's starting to make up a little ground on the inside. So is Daniel Boyles. We haven't seen Boyles all race long. He's coming towards the front. He's making up some ground right behind the 1 car. And there's your chaser in the 60, Pichu London on the inside right behind Joshua Michaels, your winner from Martinsville. Pichu London up there in points, I believe. We'll have to check on the updated standings at the end of the race. Daniel Boyles has a pretty good launch into turn number 3. Joshua Michaels has an unspotted car at the 49 right in front of him as they come off turn number 4. Robert Piet and John Cittadino. This is looking to be the greatest battle we have on the track. And a lap car, William Davis. I don't think he will be lap traffic. Too early in the race to call that just yet. Lap 13 of 20. And it's Daniel Boyles' teammate Robert Piet right there in 3rd. If these guys get side by side, Daniel Boyles is going to pounce. Now Joshua Michaels has his teammate Kyle Thomas in the Toyota right behind him. Not going to go to the outside now. Going to try to get some run on the outside. Going to slot right back in front of the 60 car, Pichu London. Now Pichu London gets kicked up to the outside by Chris Washer. Here comes Denise Steinhauer in the 6th. We haven't talked about her all race long. She hung at the back of the pack. Now she's making up some ground. Robert Piet got kicked up to the outside by his teammate Daniel Boyles in the 15. Now Boyles is going to be side by side. That's what John Cittadino wants to see. These guys side by side. Now Joshua Michaels has his teammate Boyles. And William Davis just getting into turn number 3. Field coming up for turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Daniel Boyles up high, just blocks Robert Piet. Here comes Steinhauer, giving the push to Kyle Thomas. So move Kyle Thomas right by Joshua Michaels. Wow. Now teammates working together. Daniel Boyles and Kyle Thomas. Kyle Thomas has to push from Denise Steinhauer, who came ever so close to a win at M&M Super Speedway 2 races ago. 6 laps to go. John Cittadino trying to hang on from a hard-charging Daniel Boyles, but here comes Denise Steinhauer to 2nd. Denise Steinhauer side by side with the 15 of Daniel Boyles. There's Caleb Hobbs in the 91. Caleb Hobbs winless. Can he go to the inside? Nope, he walks up the track. Now here comes Debbie Myers in the 09. Teammates hooking up as they come to 5 to go. Debbie Myers has her teammate Denise Steinhauer just got a message via Facebook from Robert Piet that Inga Lomeliana has been cleared to race. So Inga Lomeliana will make her return next race in the Nationwide Series. So we are looking forward to Inga Lomeliana's return in the race car. And we're looking forward to having her in the championship hunt. William Davis off the pace. Let's see if lap traffic is going to play a factor with 5 laps to go. Center course darts low. Oceanogo does as well. They're going to try and run John Cittadino down as they come to turn 3. William Davis off 4. John Cittadino now coming off of 4. This time by 4 laps to go. You can see the lap traffic at the top left of the screen. 4 laps of racing to go. Will lap traffic play a factor in the race and in the finish? William Davis turn 1. John Cittadino entering turn 1 now. I think that lap traffic is going to play a factor. William Davis down the backstretch. John Cittadino off 2 down the backstretch. Lap car into turn number 3, and John Cittadino catching him as they go into turn number 3. Stoner course right behind them, poised and ready to pounce just in case lap traffic gets in the way of the front runner, John Cittadino in car 88. He has to be on pins and needles right now as they come off of turn number 4. How 3 laps to go this time. And the 40 car pokes the nose. Oh, we are going to have lap traffic here. We are going to have lap traffic here. With 3 laps of racing to go, side by side with Stoner course, that's the 40 of Samuel Ogo. Here comes the 33, formerly Michael Crock under. John Cittadino down the backstretch. Lap traffic ahead. Here comes lap traffic. Where is John Cittadino going to move? Where is he going to go? He's thinking, he's looking, he's going to shoot to the outside. He's shooting up to the outside. Samuel Ogo follows. So the outside line is the way to go. The middle lane, the low lane getting held up with 2 to go this time. 2 laps to go. A hornet's nest back there. Warren Cherry next to be loud. Not going to get him. And if they wreck right now, John Cittadino has to be the first one to the start-finish line. Samuel Ogo behind, just waiting and ready to pounce. Half a lap. 1.5 laps to go. Down the back straightaway for John Cittadino. Warren Cherry next to be lapped. Will we see Warren Cherry play a factor in the finish as they come off into turn number 3 and 4? John Cittadino does not want to see Warren Cherry ahead of him, but as they come up a turn number 4, the white flag is out. One more time around Daytona for John Cittadino. Can he win his first race, or will Samuel Ogo steal it away? In the turn 1, Warren Cherry off the pace. Cittadino in the 1. He has a 3-car length lead over Samuel Ogo. Warren Cherry by the camera. Will we see lap traffic play a factor in the finish? Half a lap to go down the backstretch. Here comes Andrew Johnson. He's got to run. Push from Will DiCarlo in car 04. Will the move be made? Here comes Johnson. Johnson in car 41. Will he have enough? I don't think so. He's making a move. He will not have enough. And John Cittadino is a first-time winner in the Nationwide Series. It's about time. It is about time. John Cittadino wins the race here at Daytona, and his championship hopes are still alive. John Cittadino is a first-time winner in the Dascar Phillips Nationwide Series. A string of first-time winners, 3 consecutive first-time winners in Season 4 of the Dascar Phillips Nationwide Series. Joshua Michaels at Martinsville, and Nick Ross at Texas, and now John Cittadino here at Daytona. Who will be the next first-time winner, or will we see a repeat winner next time? We'll find out. Keep the hammer down. We'll see at the track. John Cittadino wins the Pepsi Max 300 here at Daytona. And don't forget, folks, we're thinking about the victims of the Super Typhoon in the Philippines. A very, very bad storm over there, but we're thinking about them. John Cittadino wins it here at Daytona. We'll see you next time on Fox Sports 1 Dascar. Good night, everybody.